Buongiorno. So, in part one, I came down from England all the way down to Italy. Welcome to part two. This is where, obviously, we go back up to England. What makes things a little bit different this time is that I have my wife and daughter with me on the way up, and the first stop is going to be in Tuscany at a place called Casale San Galgano, and then I'm going to stay there for a couple of nights. Then we're going to go up to a place called Hotel Peter, which we've stayed at before, and that's in the Alps near a place called Bolzano. And then after that I'm going to drop them off at the airport, sadly, because they're going to fly back. I'm going to drop them off in Innsbruck in Austria, and then I'll be driving back home and staying at a couple of hotels on the way back just to split up the journey. So that's going to be this part two of the adventure. First of all, I've got to get to the car, a little Peugeot e-208, and somehow put all the stuff in it. We've got far too much stuff. I don't think it's going to fit. We've done this trip before in an Ioniq 5 and in a Kia e-Niro with a roof box. And even then we had far too much stuff, but it's going to be a challenge, I think. But let's see how it goes. Like on the way down, I've been using a better route planner to navigate, and the first stop is going to be a services near Civitavecchia.
Keep slide left at the 4, then keep slide right at the 4.
Okay, so it must be left then.
Keep slide right at the 4.
No, I've no idea. On the right then? Okay, here we are then at a 3.2X charger. Do that. Okay, and we want that one. So we're at 22% state of charge at the moment, and we're going to charge up to 62%, which should take about 15 minutes. And then that'll be good enough to get to the next charger, which is at Grosseto. So we've actually got a little bit more than we needed, but it's fine. So we're here for 17 minutes actually, instead of 15. All good. Next stop then, Grosseto.
You have arrived.
Straight on and then on the right. It is baking. Right. So this is the same charger I used on the way here. So it's a charge until 87%.
87?
Yep.
Ammazza, so what are we here? Half an hour?
Pretty much. There we go, 90... No, 95.
È andato di là.
88%, so we can stop. She don't believe in shooting stars, but she believes in shoes and cars. Wow, look at all the sunflowers.
No! Cosa c'è? Finiamo la cosa, dai, finiamo la partita. Quello di madre. Galgano Guidotti. Ah, I like him. I want to be a hermit. And there were monks that lived there. However, within a century, the Republic, where are we? In 1220, the Republic failed to protect it from roving condottieri. I have no idea what it means. And John Hawkwood, sounds English, I have to go that way. And his men despoiled the monastery.
What does that mean, despoiled?
Ruined it, I guess. The abbey stayed impoverished and kept decaying for nearly 4 centuries. Blah blah blah. Blah. The church remains a ruin. But there is still a rose window. Blah 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 blah. The abbey was the location where parts of Andrei Tarkovsky's 1983 film Nostalgia were shot. Vabbè, sti cazzi. Guarda, questa è la Wedding.
We're in a wine bar called Salendo, which is just next to our hotel. Our hotel is Casale di San Galgano. San Galgano.
Casale.
Sorry?
Casale.
What did I say?
Casale.
Okay. San Galgano is the abbazia. Is it the abbazia or is it the church?
Abbazia.
The abbazia. So San Galgano is a beautiful abbey that was struck by lightning or something, and it's all kind of ruins now, and it's been pillaged and all the rest of it over the years. But it's all quite cool. And then you walk up a steep road, and then you get to a church. And in the church, there is a sword in the stone, just like the legend of King Arthur. And apparently, it's based on this church, so it's actually quite a famous thing. Is that actually true, though?
I haven't checked the sources.
Okay. So it's just a small stone with a sword in it. Anyway, it's to signify the stopping of war or something like that. Isn't that what you said?
No.
Okay, you do
The
this.
symbol of peace.
Symbol of peace, sorry. A symbol
I don't
of
think
peace.
there was a war. Everyone should have them. Aurelia, that's the only thing she likes. Allora, we can have 2 sips in peace. We have 5 minutes of peace.
True.
Count them. That's all that the swings provide. But still, it's good.
We'll take anything we can get.
Yeah.
While I'm doing the filming and everything, do you want to comment on the ride here? Flaviana.
Yeah, that's what I want to do while sipping my wine in my moment of peace.
Okay, fine.
I want to comment on the drive.
Okay, we'll do it later then. Fine.
Neat.
They all smell the same for me.
Do they? What do they smell of to you?
Rotten grape.
Rotten grapes.
Taste is not as good as the smell. No, buono.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah.
Chin chin, my love. No. And what was yours?
Fishy with salsiccia and melanzane. Wow.
Yep. So we've had a wonderful stay at Casale San Galgano, and now we're going to go to north of Italy, so a place called Bolzano, or near Bolzano, and we're going to stay at Hotel Peter, which is where we've stayed before, a few times actually, and we're going to go there. It's going to take a good 3 charges, I think, probably, to get up there.
Did you see that? Did you see that? cars, huh?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
The smelly, shitty cars.
Take the ramp slight right.
Bene. So we've just gone into the services of the ugliest services in the whole world.
No.
It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, look. Look at that. So let's see what we're at. 71%. We kind of missed a turning earlier, and Flaviana decided she doesn't like a better route planner's guidance very much.
Huh? Can you put a normal one?
What I've done is I've opened it in Google Maps, so hopefully that'll be better. Alright, we've got enough charge, darling. Tell me when you want to go.
I want to go.
Okay, so we're at 79%. That's good. Stop. Start. Alright, so we're here with 33%. We just have to charge for about 12 minutes here, I think. If you do end up going here, there's a McDonald's there and stuff. And there's a Burger King over there, a Roadhouse restaurant just there, and a small child peeing in the bushes just over there, which I'm not going to show. Okay, so I've gone to pee and now we're at 61% battery, so almost time to go, I think. So, that should be fine. You don't have to wave your card on this one, you can just press stop, which is strange. Next up, we're going to Ionetia Affi. I thought we could just talk about the hotel in Tuscany that we've been to and just whether we liked it. So, did you like it, Dad?
Allora, it depends. Do I have to be picky or do I have to be scialla?
Be scialla.
No, I don't like to be scialla. I like to be picky. Allora, I would give the hotel 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Because, well, the swimming pool was beautiful, but it wasn't really kept well. And all the little pebbles were coming off. And so I really hurt herself many times, and myself as well, scratching the feet and all.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I've exfoliated my feet quite a lot.
Yeah, because of it, yeah, it was a pond-like swimming pool with, you know, undulation things. I really made a good point that there's not a flat area where you can stand. So if you want to play ball, you can't.
Yeah.
Because there's not a low flat area to stand on. Also, the first day was empty, there were no people, it was nice. The second day was full of people and many people didn't have enough sunbeds, and that's not good. They could, you know, with that big surface around it, they can easily add more sunbeds.
Yeah.
The room was nice. Yeah, I don't have anything against it.
Hey, screws.
Queste brutte margherite.
Mamma, vieni.
They ruined the room. Even though the ceiling, you know, it was like vaulted ceiling, and it was a bit scary because it looked a bit crumbly, and I was scared that some would fall on me while I was sleeping, or the whole thing, in fact.
I'm sure that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, but it was a bit crumbly. I don't know if you saw, but it wasn't perfect. It was all little pieces coming off and that had been fixed temporarily, so I don't really trust them. The bar was a bit, didn't have much variety of foods. You know, paninis, just those panini with salami you know, some more alternatives of sandwiches would have been nice. Since they were in Tuscany, you know, they have everything there. Mushrooms, even just, you know, cheese and mushroom, vegetarian option.
Yeah.
Not that I'm vegetarian, but you know, I'm not really a fan of prosciutto. I like prosciutto, but I'm not a fan of dry sandwiches. Just that they put prosciutto and cheese, I don't like that. The restaurant was nice. It was a nice homely restaurant, but the quality wasn't 5 out of 5. It was 3.5 out of 5.
Well, I think the food was 5 out of 5.
No, I don't think so. No. It was 3.5 out of 5.
I think you're being a bit unfair because I think it was delicious.
Pasta, the pasta with mushrooms, very nice. Yes, you can make it at home. The service was very good. So all in all, would I go back? No, I don't think so. West. Cazzo di onda?
Head northeast.
Oh.
In 50 meters. At the roundabout, take the 5th exit. In 150
Now they're over there.
meters.
Okay, so all of these on the left, I think, are all chargers. So just... We're at Ionity Affi. There are loads and loads of chargers here. That's interesting. Contactless finished in.
Andiamo a mangiare?
Sì. Aspetta.
Vai, andiamo a mangiare. E dopo il video. Andiamo, Aurelia. Give me your keys. No, andiamo a mangiare.
You need to use your phone.
Just a minute. I'm just checking that it's working. Okay. Okay, all good. So we only had to charge up to 87%, but we'll be like 90 something by the time we get back there. We've just had a burger at Burger King, and this place is absolutely enormous. It's a very confusing, ugly, enormous place. Flaviana's not very happy because she wanted to be at a service station just off the motorway. Fair enough. But hey, there are loads and loads of Ionity chargers here, so it does mean that you're pretty much guaranteed to get a charge. So there is that. Good that there's a canopy as well. It's nice to see. Okay, 98%. Been here for 46 minutes. %. Did that do it? Stop. 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 The OCD part of me wishes that we got to 100, but it's fine. Amazing how many solar panels they've got there on the left.
Really, all solar panels.
Yeah. It's the kind of the sound barrier that they put up, isn't it?
Clever.
So here we are at Hotel Peter then. And the trip went pretty well, I think, overall. Been here 2 or 3 times before, I think. Once before I had the e-Nero and I plugged in there, but now they've got a proper charger. So first things first, I'm going to get the luggage, then we're going to have a nice little swim. Mountain air. Good morning. We are off to a place called Obereggen, and we're going to get the cable car up the mountain, and then we're going to go for a little walk. Hopefully it's not going to rain today. So we're in a place called Obereggen, and in Obereggen they've got a big ski lift that goes up to the mountains called Latimar. I'm charging and it will take 4 hours, about 4 hours 40 I think, to get to 100%. So by the time we get back it will probably be fully charged, so that's quite nice really. It says present card. That's it, started. We're going to have a nice walk and then go up to Malga, which is like a little hut where you eat, which is always a pleasure. See here?
Vai, siedi. Allora, tiriamo giù questa, attenzione.
I'm not scared. My hand is shaking. Partly because I think I'm going to drop my phone.
Papa, do a video in front. Look at the daisies. If I fell, I will die now. Papa, move your phone.
No, infatti è vero, ha profumo di vaniglia.
So after a very long walk, we've reached the Malga. And Malga is this kind of hut that serves food. And the food is always traditional, delicious mountainy food. There is a lot of meat, but there is also sort of mushroomy stuff like mushroom and polenta and specked potato and eggs, which is really good. We always look forward to coming to the Malga. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
Wild strawberries just down there.
Dammene uno.
Sì.
Aspetta io.
Un po' dure però.
Perfect. I won't go in the pool in case. This one?
Sì. Dammelo, pronti? Vedi? Lo via là?
Mamma,
Sì, sì.
è più scary che da vedere le altre persone, mentre when you're actually on it, it's not that scary. Whee, whee. Oh.
At what point are we supposed to panic?
Straight away, gnagno.
Sì.
Vai indietro, Aurelia, che devo alzare sto coso.
So we're now going back to the car and hopefully we're fully charged. Hopefully. I actually stopped at 65%.
Perché?
Oh, I don't know. So we're back at the hotel. No idea why I didn't charge beyond 65%. Strange. I was thinking maybe there was a charge limit set, but you can't set a charge limit on this car, even using the app. So it can't be that. So maybe those chargers that we went to, maybe they have a time limit. But that's silly, isn't it? Why would it have a time limit? Because I was sat there for hours and hours stopping anyone else from using it. There wasn't a sign that said there was a charge limit. So I don't know. Bit of a shame, because I was hoping to get back to the car with 100%. And it means we're going to have to charge at the hotel. Now we're going to get some cakes. Salute. Bella? Is it sharp?
Do you think it's fine to eat?
Yeah. Time to go see.
If you get that 7, you can get to low, come and take it.
C'è un 7 in mezzo, mi serve un 7 nero.
Well, what's your name?
Right, we've just come back from a lovely long walk. Absolutely worn out now. And I'm just going to move the car. No reserve sign there, so I'm going to plug in.
No, no, ora che succede?
Brava mamma.
9-1, palla mia.
Good morning. Sadly, we're leaving the hotel today. We're going to Innsbruck. I'm going to drop the girls off at the airport. And they're going to fly back while I drive back. The car's charged to 100%, so that's great. And now I've got to fit all the crap in the car. It's really nice having a tethered lead, you know, so you can plug straight in without faffing around with your own lead. Okay, so we're now going to leave Hotel Peter and we're going to Innsbruck Airport. And we should get there with something like 45% battery, so we don't have to charge on the way, and it'll take about 2 hours. Are you both sad to be leaving?
Yes.
Yes.
Boo England, boo.
Boo England, I know. To drive through Austria, you need something called a vignette, and you can buy them here at the A22 Brenner Pass services. It's very busy. It's a vignette, which costs €9.90. If you need them, there are chargers here as well, I think, over there. I think there's Superchargers and Ionity, I think, not definite. But anyway, a few chargers here if you need them. Okay, let's go. Vignette. Do we still need?
Vignette? No.
Oh, okay.
Austria.
No parking, kiss and fly only.
Sì, kiss and fly only, vai.
Right.
Just parking, okay.
So I've dropped the girls off at Innsbruck Airport, and the rest of the journey I do alone. So got here with 62% battery and 198 kilometers of range, so better than a better route planner thought. So now I'm going to do the plan. I'm going to a hotel in Germany, on the edge of Germany, so it knows I've got 62%, okay. It says to drive to somewhere and then charge for 15 minutes, and I'll get there with 22%. So that's what I'm going to do now. I was desperate for a pee, so I just stopped at Any. I went in there and they say hello, or whatever they say in Austria, and I kind of feel a bit guilty, you know, just going in and using the facilities and then buggering off. So I just got a sandwich, but how beautiful around here, isn't it? Absolutely breathtaking, the scenery around here. Stunning. I just stopped because there's such a nice view behind the trees I could see, you know, and I had to stop and have a look. It's beautiful. And then I was talking to a couple of bikers from the north of England, so I was talking to them for a while. And they're saying how the weather's been rubbish all this time for them, but anyway, nice to stop and get a bit of a good view. It's so busy. There was even a queue at that petrol station just there. As much as I love the mountains, I'm really looking forward to some flat German roads right now. Stuck in traffic for ages. Okay, right, we're here, so let's plug in. As charging destinations go, it's a pretty good one, I think. Right, I'm finally going to have the sandwich that I bought in Innsbruck, which feels like ages and ages ago now. So, as with everything in the mountains, it's cheese and meat based. Because if you don't like cheese or meat, or you can't eat cheese or meat, then you're a bit screwed, really. So anyway, I'll munch this down, and you know what, I should have just not bought anything, because in there they do some really nice smelling pizzas. You know, they look pretty good, but they smell amazing, so I should have just eaten one of those, really. Okay, that will do, I think. I've eaten. Fancy a coffee, but I'm not going to have it. I just want to get on my way, really. So I've redone the plan on a bit of a route planner, and I can skip out the next day on a tea and go somewhere else instead, so that's all fine. What am I charging at? 50 kilowatts at the moment. So let's scan that. I've been here for 20 minutes, so that's 5 minutes more than I should have been if I was going to follow the plan. And there we go. So we say goodbye to this beautiful charging stop. Really is stunning, isn't it? Well, apart from the ugly bit there, whatever that is. I could tell earlier I was approaching a very dark cloud, and I thought it's going to rain, and yet massive downpour. People still not driving with the lights on. Talking of that, something this car is really good at is if you've got auto wipers set, which you do by pushing down on the wipers right down to the bottom, it resets each time you turn off the car, annoyingly. But if you go right down to the bottom, turn on auto wipers, and then it turns your headlights on when it needs to use the wipers. So that's really good. It's possible. I mean, I'm sure loads of other cars do that, but I don't remember any of my previous ones doing it. I might be wrong, but it's good anyway. Here with 32% battery, so let's plug in for a bit. Let's hope that's working. Yeah, that's dead, isn't it? So the RFID didn't work, but the app using the Octopus Electroverse app did work. So although it's actually going to cost me a bit of money, I'm already here, so I don't care. So it's fine. I'll just wait here for a bit. So I don't know whether you saw actually, but there were lots of superchargers there. But also here, there's this e-208. You see that? This e-208, and I know nothing about them. I've never heard of them before. but that would actually have worked with the Shell card as well. So if I did have problems with Ionity, I could have just gone there. Well, I think it wanted me to charge to 61%, so, and I've got 64, so I'm going to stop now. Let's disconnect and let's go. Very sensible thing when there's a traffic jam. In Germany, they keep to the extremities of the lanes, so it keeps a pathway in the middle for emergency services if they have to go through. Makes a lot of sense, I think. Obviously I had the traffic jam through Mont Blanc, but for whatever reason, today has been far more tiring, I think, with driving. I think it's all those mountain roads, all the mountain roads through Austria were really strains my eyes, you know, and involves a lot of concentration. Yeah, quite a tiring leg of the journey, this. I do find that with driving an electric car, it's better in pretty much every way, I think. But it's also a reminder, when you get stuck in traffic, it's also a reminder it doesn't matter really what car you've got. It's still miserable, isn't it, just being stuck in traffic. At least there are no gears to deal with. All the clutch stuff is pretty miserable, isn't it? So obviously if you've got an automatic, then it's much easier, but it's the whole car thing that makes the journey a problem, and not it being an electric car necessarily. That said, I'd rather not have to stop again, but it is just like, what is it, 10 minutes I've got to stop for? 13 minutes I've got to stop for. So it's not too bad, but I suppose. But I just want to get to the hotel really. Right, gosh, I never thought I'd get here. Let's turn it to English so my international viewers. Oh, I've got to press that, sorry. Oh no, I've got to go down. There we go. So let's do that. Payment accepted. Now there's actually an ENBW, if that's how you pronounce it, charger over there, which I could have used. Now we're not going to be here for very long, because really I just want to get to the hotel. I think there is a charger at the hotel, but actually I'm not definite. I mean, there should be one, but maybe it's occupied by someone else. I think I'll just be here for like 10 minutes or something. But yeah, good to know you've got 4 Ionity chargers and one 150, I think. Oh no, 2 150, I think, shared. Now, since I don't know if the hotel has any kind of restaurant or anything, I'm going to pop in and get something to eat here, maybe. Another meat sandwich. I think I'm going to go vegan when I get home. Okay, how long would I have been here for? 12 minutes, 58%, more than enough. 93 kilometres to the hotel, and we've got 172. So, time to stop. Okay, so right now I'm just going to do Apple Maps to get to the hotel. And here I am. Hopefully it's the correct place. I'm sure it is. And I'm in the charging spot, so I'm going to see what the deal is with that. I'll plug in and let's go see the room. Okay, that goes in there. RFID card, let's see if I can find it. Noise is good. Blue lights are normally good. That's a bit Independence Day, isn't it, that cloud? Here's the bathroom. Very modern. Love the flowers. Okay, right, well I'm going to eat a substandard sandwich and then go down for a glass of Riesling, because it's from this area. We're in the Rhine area, and Riesling is an amazing wine. So my dinner is that. A packet of crisps from England and a merendina from Italy. Given what we've been eating for the past few days, It's a little bit of a step down, but it's fine. It's fine. And here's the view. It's classed as a business hotel, so you don't expect too much really. It's just somewhere relatively close to the main road to stop off and sleep really, because that's effectively all I'm going to be doing. So, at least I'm here. And the car's charging, so it's all good. Okay, I've checked out. Oh, lovely weather today. Alright, let's get in the car and see what's happening then. Yes, 100%. I'm looking a little bit windswept, aren't I? So just to say, this hotel was really good actually. It's exactly what you want. What you want when you go to a hotel, well, especially if you're travelling on your own, you just want somewhere to sleep, and you just want to be able to sleep. I slept really well, so that's what I need, because I've got like 10 hours of travelling today, I think. I've really got to get going. So anyway, yeah, so really good hotel. And you can check out on your own on a computer and pay and whatever's left and all that sort of stuff, so that's great. Okay, so the journey today then. A better route planner is not sending me through France. I don't know why. Maybe it's trying to avoid the tolls, because there are lots of tolls in France. But it's saying that it's quicker to go up through Luxembourg and then across Belgium and then down. So I'm just going to do what it says. Tronity, I think, is working at the moment, so let's see how that goes. And obviously I've got 100%, so I can go quite far before the first charger, but it is really windy. And I am still in Germany, and the autobahns are quite fast. So we'll see what happens. By the way, I don't exceed 130, well, unless I'm overtaking, but generally I'm not. So I'm kind of keeping it 130. I'm not doing crazy autobahn speeds of 200. Not even, I don't even think I can do 200 in this car, but anyway. And as I was driving out, I noticed it last night. So the other reason I booked that hotel is even if I couldn't charge at the hotel charger last night, there is still a rapid charger very, very close. So it's a really good position if you are staying in this, or want to stay in this sort of area. It's a really good hotel to stay at for that reason. It's nice to have, you know, I've been to hotels before and I've not been able to use the chargers, so it's really nice to have an alternative, because you really do want to leave at 100% when you're doing a long journey like this, especially on a car that doesn't charge that fast. The better route planner is very good most of the time, but it is a little bit frustrating. When I'm driving along, it keeps saying there is a 6-minute faster route. So I say, show me. So show, press the show button, and then it comes up, and it doesn't tell me any different route. I'm already on that route. So I don't know what it's saying. I don't know what the point is of that. And then if you click on the alternatives button, it shows you the same route that you're already on, and it gives you alternatives which are slower. So it doesn't actually show you a faster route that you can choose. It just shows you the route that you're already on and worse alternatives. So I don't know why it keeps coming up with that. I think it's because I've deviated from the route already. I've already asked it to do an alternative charger, because I should have charged, you know, I don't know, 30 kilometers back. So I think it gets a little bit confused after that, and yeah, it's weird. It's really windy today, so it'll be interesting to see, when I look at the efficiency of the whole trip, it'll be interesting to see how bad it's been on this whole stretch. Because doing 130 kilometers an hour into the wind is not good for efficiency, obviously. That said, it is a small car. If I was doing this in the Ioniq 5, which is shaped like a very cool brick, then the efficiency would be even worse. Well, this is a weird charger. It's kind of off the motorway a little bit, which is a bit annoying, which I think is probably why it kept wanting me to go to a single charger on the motorway instead. Anyway, you live and you learn, don't you? So I'm here with 22% battery. I'm going to plug in, and apparently you charge for about 30 something minutes. So I wish there were toilet facilities, but it doesn't look like there are. But from bushes, I'm not going to go in a bush because there's someone in a Volkswagen just next to me. Rubbish weather. Yes. A bit weird, whatever that is up there. So this is an Allego 100 kilowatt charger. Really we should get more than that, but now I'm wondering if it's shared with it must be shared with the other car. Oh dear, that's annoying, isn't it? So the ID 4 or 5, whatever that is, next to me was probably quite happily getting 100 kilowatts, and now some git with an English car has turned up and he's now getting half that. So that's a little bit annoying actually. So I don't really want to be staying here for 36 minutes. So I'll just top up for a little bit and then go, I think. I was just looking on a better route planner, and apparently there's a Fastned like 1 minute down the road. So obviously I'm going to go there. Why the hell would I go here? Why did it send me here instead of Fastned? I suppose this is just a bit closer to the main road, you know, it's closer to the highways. Anyway, I'm going to go and I'll give this poor Volkswagen driver back their 100 kilowatts. It actually says 150 kilowatts. I'm not sure why it says 100 there. Okay, right, let's go to Fastned instead. So it's lovely to be at Fastned. Here's a beautiful, distinctive Fastned station. They're one of the few actually that do, one of the only charging networks that actually do these cool, distinctive kind of canopies, you know. It's good because it keeps you dry as well. In fact, it's actually stopped raining now. But very busy. So that could be the reason that a better route planner didn't take me here, because I did have to wait 1 minute to get a charge. Anyway, I'm not going to be here for very long. All right, we've got 64%. I think that's enough. So I'm going to unplug now. Literally just at the point I was getting there, a Kona got there instead, and there was only one charger there. So I'm not going to bother waiting, obviously, because there are loads of options actually along the road. So I'm just going on somewhere else, and a better route planner seems to think I've got 70% battery, which obviously I haven't, because it kind of assumes, it gets a bit stuck really, it kind of assumes that you've charged up, you've been to your destination, you've charged up, but it is still connected to Tronity, so in a minute I'm sure it'll work out, actually I haven't got 70%, I've got 38%, and then it'll tell me where to go. Just hope the weather improves a bit, because it is awful. I mean, God, the wind and the rain is dreadful. And I hope there's a canopy, but unless it's a Fastned station, that's not going to happen, is it? I was absolutely desperate for a pee. Oh God, especially with all this rain. I can't work out where the charger is, that's the thing. So I've just stopped at a petrol station, and I kind of figured it would be here. If you're in the rough vicinity, a better route planner just kind of stops, and it then starts showing you the other charger. It doesn't show you where you've got to get to, so it's a bit annoying really. It should kind of change when you're actually plugged in and charging, if it knew. Anyway, I'm going to try and find this charger. There are loads of superchargers. Loads of Tesla superchargers I just saw over there. Well, you know what? I'm going to go to a supercharger. Right, so this will be the first time I've used a Tesla charger on a non-Tesla. So let's see what we're going to do. Okay, so I wish I'd added the billing profile, not in the rain, but anyway, I added the billing information, and then you just plug in and it starts charging, and the Tesla app tells you how fast it's charging and all the rest of it. So it's all pretty simple really. Looking at a better route planner, it doesn't actually know we're at the Tesla supercharger, I think, but it doesn't seem to care too much. It's just saying charge up to 81%. So I'm at 70% now, so I don't know how long that will take exactly, maybe another 5 minutes or so. So once we get to 81%, we'll then go. Then the next charger is an Allego charger, but apparently it's that. I'm not even going to bother saying which charger we're going to next, because it all seems to change anyway when I'm driving along, and it keeps telling me there is a faster route, there is a faster route. So we'll just see what happens. So I have a really distracting red dot on my nose. I think I must have scratched my nose during my sleep or something. Maybe I need mittens. Anyway, obviously this charge is absolutely fine because I've been eating my lunch. I got another meat-based sandwich from the petrol station, so that's been absolutely fine. However, this has still been another kind of slight detour really, coming off the main motorway, or autobahn I should say. So it would be easier if I was at a normal rest stop. You know, I would have lost quite a few minutes probably coming here. So I mean, it's not something that bothers me particularly, because I've actually got quite a lot of time today. My train is It's actually booked for like 10 o'clock or something like that. But I think I'll get there way before that, I hope. We're at 79%, so I'm going to get ready to unplug. So we've got 83% in the end. Right, okay, well, I'm finally here. My God, the weather is awful. Well, that'll do me. That's good. This is kind of the worst kind of charging stop because it's off the highway, and there are no toilets, and you're on an industrial estate, and there is just one charger, albeit with 2 ports on it. It's weird that it would send me here. One of the good things about this charger, and I've not heard of Hyperfast before, Hyperfast Belgium, but apparently they do accept credit cards and Apple Pay and things, so that's good, because a lot of the chargers in mainland Europe, they don't. You've got to use an RFID card, like the one I've been using this whole time, the Shell card. So at least if you do end up on this industrial estate in Belgium, then it's good to know that you can use your contactless card. Strange that the sign is in English, isn't it? Okay, right, I'm going to stop the charge now. We've got 83%. The next stop should be on the motorway, hopefully. I know it's wrong to judge an entire country by its drivers, but drivers in Belgium do seem pretty bad, from what I've seen. And I have noticed it before as well. So French seems to be the best. Germans are also really, really good. The Dutch are pretty good as well. Italians are awful, but everyone knows that. Oh yeah, what about English? English are fine, unless it's hot. If it's hot, then the English will turn into absolute nutters. And I've never driven through such consistently bad weather as this. It takes so much concentration, because you've got the issue of the wind, so you've got side winds getting you. You've got people driving too fast, people that don't indicate. Loads of people don't have their lights on. Morons. It's just amazing how bad people are at driving in bad weather conditions. Finally, the rain has stopped. I can't believe it. I've got a raging headache because of the concentration involved. Okay, we're not going to be here long. Hopefully it stretches. It's really the worst positioned Ionity ever. Okay, I've plugged in. These Ionity are so stupidly positioned, I think, because you have to go around the car park that way, through this way. So, but these are all positioned in such a way that if you have to reverse in, because most EVs aren't front, you don't go in front ways. So if you have to reverse in, you have to kind of go at the different angle to where you're driving. So do you see what I mean? Look, that Audi, to get in there, has to do such a stupid manoeuvre to reverse in. You see? I've charged up to 69% so far, and actually that's far too much. Well, it's more than I needed. More than Better Route Planner said I needed anyway. But I'm going to drink my coffee and then see what it charges up to, and then I'll be on my way. The next charger it wants me to take me to is this Allego charger, and I couldn't tell whether it had any food there when I zoomed in on the map on a Better Route Planner anyway. So I've got myself a sandwich as well from Starbucks. Yeah, I'll drink my coffee and then I'll just see what I charge to. I kind of like, with charging, I kind of like just doing what I would do anyway if I was stopping, you know, instead of being too much dictated to by the charging schedule, you know. So yeah, that's the good thing about electric cars. Or when electric cars are good, it's when you just make it fit around your schedule and not the other way around. Does that make any sense? I'll shut up and drink my coffee. Now, if you were disabled, there's no way you would manage all this. Ugh. It's just stupid. It's so bulky. You see? I mean, to get it from there to there, I could have parked the other way around, but then of course it would you've got to drape it over the bonnet. You know, they're fast, 350 kilowatts, not that any car can use that anyway. So they're fast, but to be that fast, they've got to be water cooled, and that makes the cable bloody massive and heavy. So we've got 90% battery. Let's see what a better route planner thinks. I've got a feeling it will still want me to charge somewhere else. Well, a better route planner just came up with its normal, there is a faster route thing. I can save 10 minutes, so I pressed show, and it looks like it's now skipping that charge, which kind of makes sense anyway, because the car says I've got 212 kilometers of range, and it's 118 kilometers, I think, to get back home. I'll get to Eurotunnel with 17% battery, it says, and then home with 7%. One issue I've got is that the booking is actually for something like 10 o'clock, I think it's booked for. I can't remember now. So I'm going to be monumentally early, and I'm really hoping that they can just put me on an earlier train. If it's really busy, and it is a busy day today, if it's really busy, they might not be able to. But I'll see. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Cross that tunnel when I get to it. I just got a little message on the dash saying inflate tyres and readjust tyres. I can't remember what it said now. Inflate tyre and recalibrate. I don't know. Can't remember what it said. Anyway, something to do with the tyres. And so I'm going to stop at the next little rest stop. Normally there are loads in France, but since I've had that message, I've not seen any. So I'll stop and see what the situation is with the tyres. But I'm not doing the full 130 kilometers an hour at the moment. I'm just going relatively slow, just because I want it. I don't know how bad the tyre is. It doesn't actually tell me. So we'll see. Right, I'm here at Eurotunnel, and stupidly I missed the I missed the rest stop because it was a bit confusing. Well, I was confused anyway. It looked like there was a turning for somewhere, and then it was going to be another turning afterwards, but it seemed it was both on the same turning. Anyway, well, I'm here anyway, so I'm going to go out and check the tyres. I've got loads of time. I've got like an hour and a half, I think, before boarding. I've got ages to wait. So plenty of time to put up some tyres. Here's my trusty tyre inflator. They all look okay, so it's not like it's dangerously low or anything. The back ones were quite low, so 2.25 and 2.35 I think they were. So anyway, I've topped them all up to 2.5. Someone's doing the same as me now. I've still got the little warning light. Now obviously I've got the sandwich that I bought earlier, but I'm tempted just to go in and just get a burger or something. What I didn't realise is that the Shell card actually gives you charges here as well. So I could have used that and parked there instead. But it's fine, I've got enough to get home. So while I was in the car park, someone walked over and said, "Do you want to go now?" So yes, of course I do. So it's great. So I'm now on the train after an absolute labyrinth of trying to get around the maze of the whole complex. I mean, a lot of them are there to tell you where to go, and they do that, and it's all very good, but sometimes they don't even do that. So yeah, I've done this a few times, so I know what to expect. But even that was a bit more labyrinthine than normal. Anyway, I'm on the train with 30% battery. So I didn't even have time to eat the burger, so I'm going to do that now. Veggie steakhouse. So I'm not eating meat for a change. This is a really, really good burger. Okay, we're here. Let's turn on the car. It always scares me, this bit, because I always think, oh my God, what if it didn't start? Amazing sunset to greet me back in England. And I'm back home. 8:30 in the evening and 21% battery, 36 miles of range left. And the tyre inflation thing is still lit up, so I'll work that out tomorrow. Maybe I've got to do something else. So, I don't think there's much to say, but the trip was easier than I was expecting. Quite a few charges, but then I did more top-ups than perhaps I have done before, but I think it's relatively easy, and I think charging infrastructure is pretty good, but there needs to be more on the motorway. So thank you very much for watching. If you've watched this far, thank you so much. Please press the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of other videos, and I'll be back soonish. Thank you very much. Bye for now.